just give a couple of audio checks. Just come back to me and make sure you can hear me and you can hear yourself over on YouTube.
W1HQL, I can hear you loud.
All right, Ron, thanks. Were you able to hear yourself?
I was not able to hear myself. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I can hear myself okay.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. Again, folks, we'll be starting the net shortly. Just giving folks an opportunity to shoot over to Simplex and check in with Howard. All right, we'll give it another minute.
Bill 4 RKB is Bob and Kendall. It's weird your audio, Steve, on the repeater. It seems weak. Just my impression or not, I don't know. Over.
Okay, the audio over YouTube or the audio coming over the radio? Bob, was it the audio over the radio or the audio that you're hearing on YouTube?
It's the audio on the radio because I've got it. I normally don't have to crank it up when you're on, but this time I do. I don't know. I just want to see what others out there think. Over.
All right, now I'm boosting up the mic gain a little bit. I don't know if that made a difference.
To me, that's perfect. Yeah, you're right where you should be now.
Roger, got it. All right, folks, we're going to start with this, the net. Again, this is W1HQL. I'll be acting as a net control station for the Everglades Amateur Radio Club weekly informational net. I'm going to pause the preamble just for a moment because we have an amateur radio operator, K4HLO, has been involved in amateur radio communications on the emergency side and through in Miami-Dade County for quite some time, and his wife has recently passed. So I'd like to take this opportunity to have a moment of silence to pay respects to Carl's wife, Teresa. Carl's call sign again is K4HLO, and his wife just recently passed. So we'll take a 60-second pause before we continue with the net to pay our respects to Carl and his family.
Ready? I'm sorry.
Okay, again, this is W1HQL acting as your net control station for the Everglades Amateur Radio Club's weekly informational net. The purpose of this net is to informally gather club members and other amateur radio operators to talk about ham-related information, to get on the air and chat. And of course, all radio amateurs are invited to participate in the net, and you do not need to be a member of the club to check in either. This net operates at 7:30 p.m. every Tuesday evening on this repeater, and it's immediately following the Aries net. And as always, we will yield this frequency to emergency or priority traffic if needed. Break. The Everglades Amateur Radio Club is an ARRL Special Services Club. We do offer ham licensing testing, yearly field day operations, and other ham-related activities. Our regular club meetings occur the second Friday of every month. We start those at around 7 p.m. and the actual club meeting begins at 7:30. The 7 a.m. start. I keep saying 7 a.m. The 7 p.m. start is to discuss any Aries-related information, and it's also a good time to get together out in the parking lot and share some good stories. And that is at the John D. Campbell Agricultural Center. And where is that, you asked? Well, the address is 18710 Southwest 288th Street. All are invited, even if you're not an amateur radio operator and just interested in finding out what it's all about. So this is W1HQL. My name's Steve. I'm located down here in Homestead, Florida. And let's get this net started by taking some check-ins.
KJ4, JTQ, Eddie in North Miami Beach with no traffic.
Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Juliet Papa, Ron, Redland, no traffic.
This is KO4 SBS, Kilo Oscar 4, Sierra Papa Sierra Caesar. Good evening, Steve, and everybody else in the frequency. I have no further traffic, except my condolences to the gentleman that lost his wife. Back to you.
Thank you, Caesar. Additional check-ins?
Kilo 4, Sierra, November Bravo, no traffic. This is Whiskey Bravo 4, Delta Bravo, WB4DB, Pete Richmond West, no traffic, WB4DB. KX7, OIG, no traffic.
November 6, Delta, Mike Echo, Doug and Kendall with 2 relays.
Okay, we'll pause there. We'll get to you, Doug, in a sec. I'm just going to recap. I've copied Kilo Juliet 4, Juliet Tango, Quebec. I've got Kilo Mike 4, Hotel Juliet Papa, Kilo Oscar 4, Sierra Papa Sierra, Kilo 4, Sierra November Bravo, Whiskey Bravo 4, Delta Bravo, Kilo X-Ray 7, Oscar India Gulf, and Doug, November 6, DME. Go ahead with your relay, sir.
Thank you, Steve. Relaying in Kilo Mike 4, Zulu Hotel Mike, that's Jen, and Kilo November 4, Sierra Mike Uniform, and that's DJ. And I just want to send our condolences to Carl and his family as well. 73 and back to net, and 6 DME.
All right, Doug, thanks, and got those relays. Okay, the hot topic is Winter Field Day. It's come and gone, and a quick report. We began setup just about sunrise, and needless to say, wind was really blustery around that time. Temps were in the 50s and ended up holding throughout the day in the upper 60s. And that was throughout the day. And let's see, we had 8 stations, I think, as my count is correct. We had 8 stations that were capable of operating with some interesting setups and antennas, portable power. There was solar generation. There was this real neat battery that Robert had I'm trying to Yeti. It was from the manufacturer Yeti. It's uh, a battery that's capable. I mean, he even said it could run a couple of refrigerators for about 12 hours. So that was pretty neat. I jotted down some information on that. Um, so what I told you, we had about 8 stations that were operational. However, we decided to go with 3 at the same time. So uh, we ended up having our class as a 3 Oscar, which meant there were 3 operating stations at the same time at the outside, and of course we're South Florida. Um, by the time sunset hit, the temperature started to drop, but the food started to arrive. And thanks to Rolly and some of his partners there for coordinating getting the food there, it was really great. There was plenty of food. So again, thanks for getting that going. Then we had Pete. We'll get to that in a second, but we had historical cold temps that did not cool down the morale and the camaraderie. With the food and the beverages to help keep the morale well fueled and warm. It was a great time. We had over 30. In my log, I had about 33. I know there was more than that, but we had what a turnout we had. It was great. Get this. The biggest turnout we had it's been the coldest day of the not only the coldest day of the year, but I know we broke some records. Um, so that just goes to show you the dedication, the friendship, the camaraderie, and how we all get along. It was just fabulous. I can't wait till we do it again. It's probably my most favorite event of the year. With that, we had Pete working WB4DB in his tent. Was just a phenomenal pile up that he had going on 40 meters. So that was quite the highlight on as far as operations are concerned. No idea how many contacts we got all total yet. We still need to collect all the logs. If anybody is out there, let me break for a second. I've been babbling on too long. Whoops. Repeater dropped out. Where'd you guys lose me?
Talking about Pete's setup.
And it was the coldest weather ever, and you had a great turnout.
Okay, all right. So Pete's setup was, he had an incredible pileup going on 40 meters, and that was just awesome to listen to. I mean, everybody crossed. I mean, from coast to coast, they were just trying to get him, and he was getting all kinds of flowers from the operators on how his signal was booming out there. So his setup was tuned perfectly. So good job on that, Pete, and that was exciting just to even listen to it.
Thank you for the flowers, Steve. It was a lot of fun, man. I really, really, really enjoyed it. It was cold, but it was fun.
Yep, I had a great time. It definitely was fun, and if it's cold like that again, so what? I mean, it was all worth it. Well worth it. Photos will be posted on the W4SVI.club website. Give us some time to get that together, and we'll get those posted. Give it by the end of the week, maybe before then. But if anybody else does have photos, you can post. I think you can post them on your own. But if you can't, just forward them to either Pete or myself, and we'll make sure those photos get up on the website also. Okay. Okay, let's see if we got some folks back here, and let's start taking some check-ins. And any comments or anything like that about the winter field day?
KJ4JTQ, I have a comment. What do you do with the logs?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What do you do with what?
The logs I collected.
Okay, send those logs either to Peter. Send it to me. All right, and we'll convert it to a Cabrillo format. and we'll send them in for you. Okay, with your call sign. All right, they'll. But the reason why we want to do it is make sure that we send it in the correct format that they're looking for, making sure that the club's name is spelled out completely in the section for club. That way we can get the points for it.
That's what I wanted to know, whether it was going to the club or was going under my name.
Yeah, it'll be under your name and your call sign, but the points will be directed towards the club.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. KJ4, JTQ, clear.
All right, good question, Eddie. Thanks. I hopefully that cleared it up for some of the folks that operated from home.
HE2CS with relays.
Okay, KG2CS, Bill, go ahead with your relays.
Well, good evening, Steve. Certainly going to look forward to the pictures there. This is Kilo Golf 2, Charlie Sierra. I'd like to relay in Margarita, Kilo 4, Charlie Victor Whiskey, and Louisa, Kilo Oscar 4, Alpha Papa Charlie. And we all made contact, so that'll help the club score there. And I just appreciate all that you do for the club there, Steve. And I think everybody else does too. So anyway, Solar Flux is 130, and HF fans, hang on. It's going to be great the next couple of years. 73 for now. Kilo Golf 2, Charlie Sierra, Homestead.
All right, Bill, got you down. Kilo Golf 4, Charlie Sierra, and I got your relays Kilo 4, Charlie Victor Whiskey, and Kilo Oscar 4, Alpha Papa Charlie. And also, I've got, where are you? Rob, I think you're here somewhere. Yeah, Bob, I got you. Kilo Oscar 4, Romeo Kilo Bravo. I got you down also in the log. Thank you. Okay, news from the ARRL. The Foundation Grant Program is accepting proposals until February 28th. This is not that club grant program that was recently announced. This is something different. If you want to get some additional information, you can go up onto the ARRL site to see what that's about. I'm still waiting to get some additional information on the club grant program that was recently announced. But back to the Foundation Grant Program. Once the committees agree on the proposals to award, they will be sent to the full Foundation Board for a formal vote. Awardees will be notified approximately 1 month after the closing of the cycle. Again, I think we have some time. We have plenty of time to discuss this, but it would make some good club discussion on ideas about submitting for the club grant. So I'm looking forward to the next meeting.
Check in.
Check and go.
Hey, good evening, Steve. This is Kilo, Mike 4, Delta, Foxtrot, Romeo, Tim, and Cutler Ridge. Checking in. I got you on the YouTube. You look good. Of course, I got the sound down because I'm listening to you on the radio. But you're doing a great job, Steve. Keep it up. CAM4 DFR.
All right, Tim, got you down in log. Thanks. Appreciate the words.
Golf, Willie in Hialeah with no traffic.
Sorry, Willie, I doubled you. Give me the call sign again.
Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo Sierra Golf, Willie in Hialeah with no traffic.
Got you down, buddy.
Kilo November 4, Sierra Foxtrot Mike, Howard, Little Gables, no traffic.
Whiskey 1, Charlie Lima Tango, Arbor Redlands, no traffic.
K4, QKL, no traffic.
Okay, I got Willie, Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo Sierra Golf, Howard, Kilo November 4, Sierra Fox Mike. I've got, I think it was Ron, Whiskey 1, Charlie Lima Tango. Ron, I don't know if you have the YouTube up, but you should need to listen to your audio. It's choppy, really choppy. There's something going on your end. It's definitely not a signal thing. There's something going on with the radio. And I got John, Kilo 4, Quebec, Kilo Lima. All right, folks, there's a webinar coming up to discuss amateur radio and Oxcom to support the Department of Defense on Thursday, February the 18th at 1 o'clock. That's the evening of February 17th here in North America. The United States Army Network Enterprise Technology Command, or NETCOM, will host a Zoom call to discuss amateur radio and Oxcom to support the United States Department of Defense. During this presentation, NETCOM representatives will discuss the authorities for these operations, upcoming DoD exercise opportunities for 2022, where outreach to the amateur radio Oxcom community will be a primary training objective, the use of the 5 6-meter channels, the concept for the type of amateur Oxcom outreach, and there will also be an opportunity for question and answers throughout the presentation. I will be sending out the Zoom link and meeting ID via WL2K after the meeting. So those of you that are on the mailing blast list will be getting that. And also, while the net's ongoing, if you're interested in being included in that blast list, make sure you give me your email and I'll get you on right away. Just a quick note that WL2K, if there's any APBs that need to be put out, that's where I put them and post them so that the club members and those club affiliate members are provided information direct from me. If any important information, weather reports, club updates, things like that, usually go out on that blast. Okay.
November 4, Radio Bravo Bravo, no traffic.
Okay, Bravo Bravo again. Sorry, I was distracted.
N4RBB, no traffic.
Okay, got it. N4RBB. Sorry about that.
Good evening, Steve. This is Kilo November 4, Delta Hotel Whiskey, David in Doral, no traffic.
All right, David, got you down. Any other check-ins? Okay, for our weather report, our amateur radio weather report, geomagnetic storm watch, or a G2 class, is coming our way. It may be hitting us now because Bill had mentioned that the solar flux is up, so we may be getting some early effects of the geomagnetic storm that's on its way. It's moderately strong, and if the storm does materialize as expected, it could set the stage for mid-latitude auroras visible in the northern tier United States. That's not us, folks, but man, if that ever happened down here, serious things are going on. If you want the full story, go to spaceweather.com and you can read more about this G2 class geomagnetic storm that is about to strike our planet. All right, you're tuned into the W4SVI Everglades Amateur Radio Club Net. Again, my name's Steve, and we're taking check-ins, and we're also streaming live YouTube. So if you're just tuning in and want to watch the net, watch me talk on the radio, go over to YouTube. But what's neat is you can hang out there. There's a chat window open, and a lot of folks that are also monitoring the YouTube page, the YouTube channel. You can chat back and forth via keyboard, so that's pretty cool. I see Pete and Tim, and I got Howard, Eddie, got Cesar, Bob, Willie, Doug, and John. They're all over there watching YouTube, so that's pretty cool. I got 9 folks up there on the YouTube channel. So just something different. What it does do, it does record, and it's saved on the YouTube channel. So if anybody missed the net, they could go back and check it out and hear what happened during the net. And it's also cool to listen to yourself talking. It gives you an idea of how your signal is coming into the repeater and your audio quality, things like that. it may be useful in tweaking your station. Who knows? But um, uh, that's something that's available, and eventually, hopefully, knock on wood, we'll be able to get a stream going from the club. I know we got some internet connectivity issues, but we're working on that. We'll eventually get there. Okay, we're good. We're open to take some check-ins, and I got some more information to provide you before we close out the net. All right, that last station, the bacon frying was louder than your audio. Try it again.
Kilo Golf 4, Oscar, X-Ray Oscar, Jamie, North Miami, no traffic.
Hey, Jamie, all rested up from the winter field day? Kilo Golf 4, Oscar, X-Ray Oscar. We got you down in the log.
Roger, thank you.
All right, folks. So the next meeting is, again, the second Friday of February, whatever date that is. I don't have a calendar handy. I got to get me a 2022 calendar. But when we do have the meeting, there'll be two discussions that I'd like to entertain. One, the purchase of a radio, and two, the grant program. Now I know that the what do you call it, the Hamfest is ongoing up there in Orlando. So we're gonna, whoever shows up at the meeting will have some more discussion, but there won't be any decisions made or anything until the March meeting when we have a good turnout. So so in anticipation of that Orlando Hamfest, you know, we're holding off on making any decisions. All right, you're tuned into the W4SVR Everglades Amateur Radio Club Net. Call sign here is W1HQL, and we're about a minute away, so let's take some additional check-ins.
KO4 DVG.
KO4 DBG. Give me a name.
Neil from Homestead, no traffic.
All right, Neil. So thanks, man. Down here in Homestead. Appreciate the check-in. Any additional check-ins? All right, folks, that should do it. That'll conclude the net for this evening. I hope you enjoyed the net. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. And looking forward to the meeting coming up on the second Friday. And we'll be here next Tuesday, same time, same place, same station. You guys have a good evening. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll catch you later. 7-3. This is W1HQL for the W4SVR Everglades Amateur Radio Club, signing off.